Once upon a time, there was a king named Harold, who was very rich in land and money. However, he was heartbroken when his beloved queen passed away. Despite his wealth, King Harold was inconsolable. He shut himself in his royal room, stopped eating, and knocked his head against the walls. His subjects tried to console him, but nothing seemed to help.
Your Majesty, we are worried about you. You haven't eaten in 8 days, they pleaded. To prevent the king from hurting himself, his chamber was padded with mattresses and tapestries.
One day, a noblewoman named Seraphina arrived at the palace.
What's the matter, my lord? Please stop crying. I am Seraphina of Thorn. I lost my husband a month ago and feel your pain. I see your sorrow mirrors mine. I come not to ease your pain, sire, but to share it. For to honor our beloveds, we must share in the grief.
Struck by her words, the king found a strange solace in their shared despair. They exchanged tales of their lost loves, their grief bonding them. Eventually, King Harold decided to marry Seraphina. At the hasty royal wedding, King Harold's daughter, Princess Alina, was present. She was beautiful and kind-hearted. Queen Seraphina brought her own daughter, Talia, who had been raised by the fairy Morgana. Talia, however, was not as graceful or conventionally beautiful as Alina.
My dearest husband, our daughters are blossoming. Don't you think it's time they found suitable matches?
But, darling, don't you think we are rushing into this?
After I lost my last husband, I understood that time flies. Why wait? Talia is ready.
And what about Alina? She has been through quite a lot in the last few months.
The queen then ordered Alina's beautiful dresses and jewels to be taken away.
It's for Talia, isn't it? I understand. Please take good care of them. Some are gifts from my late mother.
Later that day, Prince Edward arrived in a flying chariot drawn by winged frogs. Poor Princess Alina wished to dress up, but she couldn't find anything fancy to wear. She only had a dirty old frock.
Stand tall, Talia. Remember, you are the vision of princessly perfection.
The queen presented Talia to Prince Edward with much fanfare.
You must be the princess. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Talia is simply radiant today. Don't you agree?
Radiant is one way to put it. Is there another princess?
That's her, hiding because her dress isn't fancy.
Princess, your beauty transcends any adornment.
I would have preferred you not to notice me. I apologize for my simple attire.
It would be impossible not to notice such a beautiful princess.
This is ridiculous. Alina needs no more flattery.
May I talk to you in the garden?
Of course, Your Majesty.
The queen, filled with jealousy, plotted to deceive Prince Edward. She instructed her maid to distract Alina and returned all the jewelry and dresses to Talia. That night, Prince Edward, thinking he was meeting Alina, found Talia instead.
Florine, are you there?
Yes, Your Majesty. I'm here. My love, I'm here to take you away. We'll start a new life together.
But I'm so unhappy, Your Majesty. Life has been cruel lately, she continued, pretending to be Alina.
Don't worry, my dear. We'll escape this misery together. Will you be my wife?
Yes, Your Majesty. I would like that very much.
The next night, Prince Edward returned, expecting to elope with Alina. Instead, he was met by the deceitful queen and Talia.
Foolish boy, we'll thwart your plan. Talia will be waiting for you instead.
Prince Edward, realizing he had been tricked, tried to escape. But the queen, with the help of the fairy Morgana, transformed him into a bluebird. His body convulsed, feathers erupted from his skin, his limbs shrank and transformed. Wings replaced arms, and talons replaced toes. Now, as a bluebird, Prince Edward flitted between trees, fearing for Alina's safety. Princess Alina, heartbroken over her lost love, spent her days weeping by the window and nights lamenting her fate. The bluebird overheard Alina's cries of despair.
Why me? She sobbed.
Is it truly you, my love? Your imprisonment pains me.
Who are you, beautiful bird?
You already know. A lovesick prince who loves only you.
They tricked me. I ran away as soon as I realized it.
My heart was so heavy. I can breathe again, my prince. I missed you so much. I wish I could hold you in my arms. Don't worry, my love. We'll meet every night. Remember the day we met.
Meanwhile, the flying frog chariot remained parked outside the palace. The Bluebird sneaked inside the treasure chest, but was caught by Morgana, who was now aware of Seraphina's deception. She decided to help break the curse.
I can't undo the spell alone. It's the spell of permanence. It can only be broken if it's split into two halves.
She explained to her old comrade, a wizard.
Leave it to me, my dear. We'll find a way.
Finally, the Bluebird returned to Alina.
My love, it's been a long wait. Where to, my darling?
To happily ever after.
And so, with the help of the wizard and the fairy Morgana, the curse was broken. Prince Edward was restored to his human form, and he and Princess Alina lived happily ever after. Thanks for listening to our story today. We hope you had a lot of fun. If you like this video, do subscribe to our channel for more exciting stories. Don't forget to hit the bell icon, so you know when we have a new story. See you next time for another great story. Bye-bye.